Good morning, Parkside. Welcome to this week's encouragement video. Thanks for tuning in. We started these videos a little over a year ago with a simple premise, that nobody you'll meet today is suffering from too much encouragement. Nobody you'll meet today saying, man, I've heard too much about what God is doing in the world. I've heard too many good things happening today. Our world is conditioned to tell us the bad, to motivate us by fear and anxiety. And I was just burdened and passionate that our church become a radically countercultural place where there is just an infection of sharing the grace of God with each other. An infectious disease where we just can't help but give each other encouragement. It's like we are contagious in seeing what God is doing. And the amazing thing is when you start to share that, you start to see God is doing all kinds of stuff around us. And we were missing it before. We don't want to. And so I would just implore you, I encourage you to remember, there's nobody you'll meet today that has been suffering from too much encouragement. Here's how Paul would say it in 1 Thessalonians. I've been reading in the book of 1 Thessalonians recently. Verse 8, he simply says this. We were, chapter 2, verse 8, we were ready to share with you not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you had become very dear to us. We wanted to share the gospel, yes, but also our very lives, because you had become so dear to us. And, I think it would be really valuable for you just to read the book of 1 Thessalonians. It is short. It might take you 10 minutes to read, but an incredibly personal letter. And as I was reading and circling, here's two things I saw over and over that help us sort of gain this culture of infectious encouragement where I am just contagious with seeing the grace of God. And it's two things. Paul's constantly saying, I'm giving thanks and I'm seeking to encourage. I'm giving thanks at all times and for all circumstances, and I'm seeking to encourage. And by those two ways, we are strengthened as a church, God is glorified, and we press on. And so we'll continue to seek ways to encourage each other and say, I see the grace of God in your life. And we're going to continue to seek ways to grow in gratitude, in seeing what God has done. We're coming up on Thanksgiving right now. And this coming Sunday is a huge emphasis on gratitude. We'll be preaching from Psalm 100, a sermon titled, Cultivating Christian Gratitude. And I think there's something specific about the way Christians should have an attitude of gratitude. I want you to see that Sunday. And then Sunday night, we'll gather to testify to the goodness of God. Probably my favorite Sunday night service of the entire year. I hope you'll plan to be there at 6 o'clock. We'll have all the kids together from the newborns all the way up through our adults. We'll have some activities for them so they can be engaged. But I hope you'll plan to be there Sunday night and just say, man, we are going to be a church that is super serious, not about like deep and dark. Well, I want to be serious about deep things, but not only dark things. You say get serious. That's what people mean. No, I'll be serious about seeing the grace of God in people's lives and telling them, I see his grace in your life. Stay at it. You're doing a great job. This Sunday, I already told you about there. Tomorrow, our Send Me India team departs. Please be in prayer for them. They'll be gone for about 2.5 weeks, and we'll be glad to have them back. Parks, and I love you. I look forward to seeing you Sunday. It's going to be a great Sunday. And until then, find something you can be grateful for and somebody you can encourage. I love you. Bye.